I'm Chris Rowan. I'm an occupational therapist from Zone and Programs, Inc., and I'm here to talk about our Foundation Series workshops. Presently, 1 in 3 children enter our school system developmentally delayed, 1 in 4 are obese, 1 in 6 have a diagnosed mental illness, and many of these children will not attain literacy. What we are witnessing is the tip of a very large iceberg. New evidence is now showing that the electromagnetic frequencies released from these devices is harmful to both children and adults' physical and mental well-being. Parents, teachers, and therapists need to come together and start figuring out ways where we can manage balance between these technologies and healthy activity. The Foundation Series workshops is designed to educate and offer tools and techniques to parents, teachers, and therapists in order to prepare them for creating sustainable futures for all of our children. So there's 6 workshops, each is 3 hours, offered both live and on webinar versions. And the first of those is called Harnessing Energy, and it teaches participants about sensory integration theory and how children learn through their sensory channels and how to get that sensation balanced so that they can learn. Harnessing Energy profiles the Zone program, which teaches children how to self-regulate their body energy so they can get it in the zone to learn. Back to Basics, our second webinar, is on printing and how to attain literacy, and really profiles how we've kind of thrown the baby out with the bathwater on teaching printing and cursive writing for kids, and how that's maybe not a good idea. Children print throughout their day, and that the time that a pencil is in their hands is actually a huge portion of the day. If we don't teach them how to print, that's going to affect every subject. So it profiles, Back to Basics profiles countries that have high literacy rates. What did they do? How did they focus on pre-literacy skills and printing? And it pretty much teaches teachers how to teach printing to children. Back to Basics profiles our Move-In program, which is a kid-directed program that enables children to learn about what areas of development are they delayed in and what do they need to do to improve their printing skill. A Cracked Foundation, our third workshop, profiles what do children need to grow and succeed, talks about how building a child is very much like building a house. It's all about the foundation, what we put into it, when we put it in, who puts that information in there. And once people can start understanding what are the critical factors for development, they can learn how to balance those critical factors with technology. So A Cracked Foundation talks a lot about attachment and how to form attachment. So whether you're a parent, a teacher, or a therapist, healthy attachment is the basis for attention and learning. And we really need to focus more on detaching our children from technology and reattaching them to the human element, to ourselves, and talks about what will happen in school settings when we lose the human element, when the teacher does become a device, and how that is going to negatively impact on children's behavior, on creating more anxiety and depression for our children. The fourth workshop, called Mixed Signals, is on technology balance. So it profiles the high usage of technology in school and home-based settings. Children are now using 7.5 hours a day on average, and what is the impact on their physical, their social, their mental, and their academic performance. We also bring forward in that workshop the use of different behavior management techniques such as psychotropic medication, restraint, seclusion rooms. As child behavior becomes more problematic due to technology overusage, schools are engaging in different activities that maybe aren't, that really aren't the best for our children. The fourth workshop is called Why Can't Children Sit Still? and brings forward the science behind attention and learning and how movement actually enhances learning, and incorporates information about how can we build more movement into a classroom setting, into our gym setting, our playground setting, and help children to understand how to organize movement patterns and what type of movement that they actually need in order to pay attention and learn. The 6th workshop, called Diminishing Returns, How to Increase Profitability in the Classroom, brings together all the information from the 5 workshops and applies it into a school-based setting. It talks about how to create zone and stations in your classroom so that all a teacher would have to say is, look, energy's all over the map, you have 2 minutes to get your energy in the zone to learn. Choose a tool or do a technique to get your energy in the zone. You have 2 minutes, go. We also talk about playgrounds and what are the minimum requirements for playgrounds. How can we create safe playgrounds that actually enhance child development? Fear of litigation has dramatically changed our playgrounds, and we need to get back and start looking at how can we enhance development through our playgrounds. And the 3rd area we talk about in diminishing returns is gym. How can you create zone and stations in the gym where kids move through these stations, again, are engaging in activities that enhance development, attachment, movement, tactile input. So it's bringing together all the information from the sensory and motor, attachment, and technology workshops, and helps you to create a school of the new millennium that's going to enhance learning. So you can go on our website, ZoneinCA, ZONEINCA, to register for these workshops or order the webinar series. When you download a webinar, you put it onto your computer for any time that you wish to view these webinars. You can show them on a Pro D Day to a group of teachers, or watch them at home. You can watch for an hour and turn it off and go back on again later. So you can pretty much structure that whatever way you want. The live workshops, I do contracts with schools, with early intervention, daycare preschool settings, and can give you whatever you like. If you want a combination of different workshops, I do custom designs for workshops. So come together, and we really need to start looking at how we're parenting and educating our children and create sustainable futures for our children and alternate ways of teaching our children to technology. So thank you.